We are live again. Welcome back. And hello, everybody. Today is Wednesday, March 24th. And this is episode 109. My name is Gabriel, and I am with ODE, Online Digital Education. It's a Facebook community of educators that collaborate with each other so that they can learn how to build their teacher funnels so that you can start, grow, and earn using Facebook organically, which means you don't pay for ads. You do the hard work. And you share information. You don't compete. You help each other out. You know, sharing information and working with each other to give each other tips so that, you know, if you come across some kind of adversity, somebody else already handled that problem and they can give you tips or suggestions how that you can resolve the same issues along your journey. So today is episode 109. And it's titled, The Power of Prayer for All Teachers' Success. Positive affirmations and prayers, it's an amazing thing. It's a powerful thing when we have, belief in ourselves, when we have faith in ourselves, when we learn to own our own mind. So let's get started. I'd like to start with my full disclaimer, full transparency here. So please note that this is not for those who continuously make excuses or are expected to get rich overnight. There's no Bitcoin here, there's no lottery, there's no magic fairy dust, there's no false promises or false guarantees. This is an opportunity to be part of a high quality mastermind that I'm a part of as well, as my own, right here, Online Digital Education. And it's a private group where I will be guiding you towards your success. And it takes work, commitment, and dedication. So if this is not something that you're willing to put in, then this is not for you, and that's okay. Nobody's gonna get mad at you, And if you're looking to start and then quit in the next few weeks or months just because it takes work, then you're better off doing the same stuff that you've been doing, and this is definitely not for you. And nobody's gonna get mad at you either. Like, it's all good. So let me start you off with a quote by Priyanka Sharma. She said, "Support your prayers with conviction. Don't sit and expect miracles. Make them happen." And we can make our prayers happen through conviction, through positive affirmations. I'm not going to explain how. So let me give you a warning. Negative thinking does cause severe health and mental problems. Positive affirmations produce positive effects for replacing negative thinking. They serve as guidance to empower one's inner self and confidence in the success we all seek daily. Affirmations are positive statements that can help you overcome self-sabotaging and negative thoughts. To use affirmations, first analyze the thoughts or behaviors that you'd like to change in your life and career. And then remember that affirmations are most effective when used alongside other strategies, such as visualization and goal setting. Many teachers have negative thoughts. I read those at a daily basis, on the teacher threads, and it's terrible. And, look, it's warranted, I get it, because we're not happy with, how things are turning out because of COVID-19, and it's frustrating. But sometimes, we find it difficult to let that go. And that just fills our mind with so much negativity that, it hinders our personal growth. It makes us sick, So when we think like this, our confidence, mood, and outlook in life can become negative as well. The problem with negative thinking is that they can become self-fulfilling prophecies. Yeah, they can. And we talk ourselves into believing that we're not good enough. And as a result, these thoughts, they drag us down, on our personal lives, our relationships, in our teaching careers. But if we deliberately do the opposite and use positive thoughts about ourselves, the effect is powerful and more helpful. So this is what I suggest. This is what a lot of successful teachers do, a lot of successful teacherpreneurs do on a daily basis. We use the power of prayer, the power of positive affirmations. In any situation where you'd like to see a positive change take place in your life. You know, I speak the following 10 out of 20 teacher affirmations in prayer every morning at 4 a.m. when I rise, and I thank God for another day so that I can do the great things that I want to do in my life. And I suggest these to you because they're positive. They made a difference in my life. I have no doubt they can make a difference in yours. So number one, I will not worry about things out of my control. I will not. Every moment in my life is a new beginning. It is. I believe in myself. I do. I breathe in the present and I breathe out the past. I do. I'm grateful for every blessing in my life. And every day is a blessing. I am in control of my thought life. It's a powerful statement to make. It's such a good one to just replace negative thoughts with. I am the architect of my life. I built its foundation and will choose its contents. You can choose positive or negative. I choose positive. It makes a difference in my life. It'll make a difference in yours. Now, I like this one, number 8, because, we all come from dysfunctional families. I know I do. It took me a lifetime to do this and feel good about it. I forgive those who have harmed me in my past and peacefully detach from them. I do. I forgive them. Hey, listen, I'm alive. I'm good. I forgive you. But I detach myself from you as well, peacefully. You're on your side of the fence. I'm on mine. I'm happy. I'm okay with that. I say hello. We're good. But you're no longer welcome, okay? I don't want your junk. Number 9, my ability to conquer challenges is limitless. My potential to succeed is infinite. I totally believe that. And number 10, and I think this is the most important one, at least for me, and it can be a very important one for you. I love and accept myself for who I am. Look, as long as you're good to people and good to yourself, and you don't allow harm to come your way, and you detach yourself from harm, loving and accepting yourself for who you are is so huge, because you are good people, you're magnificent people. So you want to be able to shine that spotlight on yourself and believe that. Love yourself, accept yourself for who you are. And you will see that things will change. They change for the better. So the power of prayers and positive affirmations lies in repeating them to yourself regularly. It's useful to recite your affirmations several times a day. I recite my teacher affirmations at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then soon after, I do my other prayers. I have a list of 300. Well, it's growing, but it's going to get to 300 things that I pray for my personal life, for my family life, everything that encompasses my life, and those included. And I pray for those things in such a positive way. And it's useful to recite your affirmations several times a day. And I repeat those prayers at the end of my day. That's the last thing that I want to have in my mind when I go to sleep. so that when my subconscious takes over as I sleep, that's what it remembers. It doesn't remember the bad stuff. And it makes a difference in my day. It'll make a difference in yours as well. So it's a good habit to recite your affirmations during the day, several times a day, at least 2 times a day. So you also need to repeat your affirmations as soon as you engage in a negative thought or behavior that you want to overcome. We snap quickly at junk. We do. You know that. I know. I'm a Latino. And, we're aware of that, but we don't know how to hit the brakes. You're in control of your thought life. So when a negative thought or behavior occurs, go right to that positive affirmation, and you're going to exonerate yourself from any of the BS that's going to happen post. Get into the good habit of believing in your greater self and speak positive words, which will, without a doubt, change your life. It will change my life. It's changing my life. It continues to change my life, moving forward in a very successful manner. However, speaking the words alone is not enough. It really isn't. We spend time praying and asking God for all these things, but we just sit there waiting for it to happen. No, you gotta make it happen. One must create the habit of definiteness of purpose to take action on those very words we seek to succeed with. You have to take action. You can't just pray and all right, when it happens, it happens. No, it doesn't work like that. You see, you got to understand, your mind is energy and the universe is matter. Energy and matter, anybody who's into basic science understands that those two, they work together in tangent. What connects our brains to the universe is our subconscious. And the only way to create that bridge and keep it open in a positive way is to replace those thoughts, negative thoughts of fear, with positive thoughts of love. Open up that bridge between your brain and the universe and have a definiteness of purpose and take action. Take action. Do the hard work. Therefore, you can start with this statement every day. This is what I say. I can do it if I believe I can. If you believe you can do it. I believe it was in one of Napoleon Hill's books. I believe it came from Think and Grow Rich, if I'm not mistaken, where he said, anything the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. If you can conceive it and believe it in your subconscious, the universe will deliver, God will deliver in its appointed time. But you got to do the hard work. If you conceive it and believe it, do the hard work to make it happen. That's the whole point. Don't sit there idle waiting for it to happen. Do the hard work and make it happen. It's actually more rewarding. And you're going to love your journey along the way, because amazing things do happen. So I personally know I can. And you should believe you can too. So I was reading recently a book called Own Your Own Mind by Napoleon Hill. And on chapter 3, there's only 3 chapters, but it's a 180-page book, but there's only 3 chapters. And on chapter 3, on page 150, okay, there's an interview with Andrew Carnegie. And he explains how controlled attention means the act of coordinating all the faculties of the mind and directing their combined power to a given end. Prayer is power. And prayer is one of the faculties, or is included in one of the faculties. So he goes on to explain, when one prays, if he understands the true meaning of prayer and prays in a state of mind that has been cleared of all fear and doubt, He does so by setting aside his own faculty of reason, his faculty of will, and all other faculties of the mind except the faculty of emotions. With the mind under control, he concentrates all his positive emotions, especially the emotion of faith, on the object of his prayer. Having such a deep faith in its attainment that he can see himself already in possession of it. Under this sort of controlled attention, one makes direct connection with infinite intelligence, the universe, higher order, God. This is the energy that we are trying to tap into our greater selves, because we are meant for greater things. We just learn to be negative. And look, that's not your fault. Let's get that right. That is not your fault. That's nobody's fault. That's based on societal heredity. We learn that from our family, from our friends, from our businesses, and it becomes the norm. It becomes fact without verification. But the power of prayer, does not need to be verified. It is a fact when you involve, that control attention with faith. And that'll direct your intention to the infinite intelligence that you seek for your success. If the prayer is answered favorably, the answer comes in the form of an inspired idea, a plan, or a method by which one, through his own efforts, acquire that for which he prays. The words used in prayer are immaterial. The state of mind in which the prayer is offered is the thing that counts. The factor of faith must be present. You gotta believe, you gotta have faith in that which you cannot see. If you're praying for abundance and you can't see it, you're probably not gonna, and not believe in it, you're probably not gonna acquire it. But if you believe in it, if you have faith that you can't acquire it, yeah, you're gonna acquire it. You're gonna have that. All right. So the factor of faith must be present. The slightest shade of fear or doubt or indecision in connection with one's right to get that for which he prays will bring negative results. The mind must be free from every other thought except that connected with the object of the prayer. Can't think of anything else but that. That's an obsessional desire. And desire happens to be the first starting point in obtaining your success through prayer. You gotta have a desire to want to succeed, or a desire to succeed in anything. It could be in health, it could be in physical health, mental health, it could be in a career, it could be in a business, in a friendship, in a loving relationship. The success awaits you based on that faith that you have of that object. The prayer must continue until it produces the desired results. We don't just pray for one day and forget it. You gotta get into the habit of praying every day, of reciting positive affirmations every day. This is what replaces that negativity in your subconscious. It's just that simple. And who wouldn't want to be positive? Really? So the prayer must continue until it produces the desired results. Sometimes this happens within a matter of seconds. At other times, the answer may be deferred for hours, days, months, and years, according to the nature of the prayer and what is necessary for its fulfillment. So you never quit. Never quit on yourself. Never quit on your prayer. Never quit on your desire, on your obsessional desire to acquire that which you want to succeed with. Prayer expressed in times of emergency, when the mind is dominated by the emotion of fear, has seldom been known to produce the desired results. Although the one who prays may be in the great need of aid, that's different. Prayer based on a request for something which would call for the cessation of natural law, or the circumvention or violation of natural law, will bring negative results. Prayer asking for results that would damn others fails also. And for the very understandable reason that the person who makes such a request has in his mind some form of revenge, greed, selfishness, or other negative emotion, which renders the prayer ineffective. Successful prayer depends upon adequate preparation of the mind for the expression of prayer. That preparation is controlled attention based on faith. Controlled attention on your faith. Don't let anything else distract you. Too many people regard prayer as a formalized routine of words, a refuge for weaklings, or a childish petition for material things. We sadly undervalue prayer when we conceive it in these terms, just as we should underestimate rain by describing it as something that fills the bird bath in our garden. Properly understood, prayer is a mature activity indispensable to the fullest development of personality. The ultimate integration of man's highest faculties. Only in prayer do we achieve that complete and harmonious assembly of body, mind, and spirit, which gives the frail human read its unshakable strength. So who do you serve? What greater purpose lies dormant in your greater self, which wants to jump out and become that person you so much desire to be? I ask that question in every live and podcast. I help clients overcome their fears of online success and launch their niche with a growth mindset and organic Facebook marketing as the primary ways to help you transition without quitting your daytime jobs. I started my learning curve with a growth mindset last year during Pandemic 1.0 with the greater purpose of helping everyday people realize their magnificence. So remember, you're magnificent. Let me know in your comments below, right here. Drop me a comment in my newsfeed. Drop me a private message in Messenger. I will answer your call. I look forward to seeing your success and interviewing you live on the ODE, Online Digital Education Mastery, a community of educators on Facebook that collaborate with each other's success. That's what I do. And that's what I do for you. 688,000 people is my personal goal. And I pray for that every day, twice a day. Come join me and see why. I think you'd be happy that you did. So this is Gabriel, and I'm signing out with ODE. There it is again, ODE, Online Digital Education Mastery. It is Wednesday, March 24th, episode 109. And we just talked about the power of prayer for all teachers' success. Thank you very much for your time. You have a great day, and God bless.